Visit TCGCastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit TCG Castle for more.
Looking to grade your Pokemon cards and you don't know how to do it? Check out Ludkins Collectables and grade your Pokemon cards with zero risk. Check video description or visit LudkinsCollectables.com for more.
How's it going, Poke fans? Once again, welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In this video, we'll be looking at one very interesting deck that I recently decided to build for the standard format. So this is the mix of a little bit of everything. So the attacker, of course, is going to be that Silvally-GX 210 colorless Pokemon with that gyro unit ability. Your basic Pokemon in play have no retreat cost, which is a pretty cool thing. Turbo Drive for 3 colorless energies, and we can strike for 120 and then attach basic energy from discard pile to one of our banished Pokemon. That's sweet. On the other side, for the same amount of the energy cards, we can just go with the Rebel GX and hit for 50 for each of our opponent benched Pokemon. So if we have 4 Pokemons, we can strike for 200, which is pretty cool. 2 retreat cost and, of course, weakness to the fighting. On the other side, I'm also running 2 Zoroarks with the stand-in and the Mind Jack, just because it's pretty good to have so another non-EX attacker available, as well as 2 copies of Tapu Kokos. Oh, so it looks like I just accidentally clicked to remove 2 Tapu Kokos with the Fly Flip damage spread, so we can much easier can go for the one hit knockout with the Turbo Drive and then extra energy acceleration. There's also one Kartana GX in my deck, just because in some cases we might not be able to take last price card, and then just we can use that Blade GX and take a price card just like that. But also when we play Kartana from our hand to the bench, we can just knock one of our opponent's special energies, so it's pretty cool as well. Just because in a single turn we can discard 2 of our opponent's special energies just like that, and that's just insane. Also running 3 Tapu Lelas, 1 of each Ram and Artillery for a Beazle Hand and drop support, of course, and there's 4 copies of Type Nail, because we really need to have 4 copies of them. And it's also a very good card. Armor Press for 30 with a double Course Energy, and then next turn our opponent can hit us for 30 less. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, so what do we have from the item cards? So I decided to go with 1 Enhanced Hammer, because it's a very good card, especially in the heavy special energy standard format like it is right now. 2 Field Blowers. It's very important to have Field Blowers, especially against ability lock. And of course 1 Multi-Switch. I really like that Multi-Switch, because with the Multi-Switch we can do surprise knocker from nowhere with our Zoroark, for example. Then in addition to that, I'm running 2 Rescue Stretchers and 1 copy of Special Charge, just because with the Special Charge you can also recycle my double Course Energies. Being able to strike with the double Course Energies is very, very important. 4 copies of Ultra Ball, and for the cards, the last 3 cards I have on this deck list are Choice Bands, so for the extra energy, for the extra damage, of course. Supporter line, I'm running 15 supporter cards, so let's start with the supporter line. There's 2 S rolls, because I kind of like them. It's not going to be easy to one-hit knock at Silvally-GX, and as long as you just scoop them from play and play them back, that's going to be a huge advantage for us, as well as 1 Bridge setup. And I then decided to go with 4 Guzmas for the best possible consistency, 4 Ends, and the 4 Sycamores for the drop support, and then last but not least 12 energies, 4 double Course energies, and 8 regular metal energies, because I really want to have consistency with this deck. It's pretty good. It works well. I'm very surprised with the deck performance. Guys, if you're looking for any of these cards, make sure to check CCGCastle.com, because you can find them all on the CCGCastle.com. As well, if you're looking to maybe grade your cards, you can send them to the LudkinsCollectable.com. And both links can be provided in my video description, so make sure to check that. So let's do some game tests so you can actually see this deck in action. So see you in the game. Alright, so would you like to go first? Well, definitely yes, just because I can have turn 2 attack available, and looks like I'm going to start with my Kartana GX. Potentially pretty good turn 1, I guess. I can have that price advantage against my opponent at my turn 1 with that Blade GX, and then later I can easily scoop. Let's just have 1 Tapu Lele. for something like a Bridget. Alright. I'm not sure if it's GX or maybe even a regular Zoroark on the other side, so I'm just gonna do something like this. Oh, looks like I'm not gonna need RAM right in this case. I guess one Metal Energy can be a GX, and after that I'm just gonna pass my turn, so that's literally gonna be it. I guess I can use my GX attack for that Blade GX, but I guess I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go with the Gale Blade, so I can knock out his Zorua. Somehow I feel that more better. I can just scoop my Kartana with the Acerola as well. Right now, that's gonna be Force Energy Attachment. One end play. I feel how Zorua is more important than just trying to knock my opponent Rowlet. That's for sure. Alright. Let's just do that. Let's Gale Blade for the knockout. And I really don't need to shuffle my Kartana deck, so I'm not gonna do that. At least not for now. So, alright. Okay, so here we go with the Bridget. Right now, actually, my opponent managed to find himself a Bridget. So he managed to grab 2 Zoruas and 1 Rowlet. So what I'm gonna do next turn, I'm definitely gonna stand in and multi-switch. That double cores energy from my Kartana GX down to my Zorua. Actually, Zoroark in the front. And there's the Ultra Ball for the Tapu Lele. I'm not sure why. Would you go with something like that if you already played support card? Alright, so Wonder Tag. Okay. My opponent decided to grab himself a Lily for the next turn. Okay, so double cores energy. Gonna be a retreat. Oh, okay. So like alright, so there's like 120, 130, 160. I guess I can go for like 160 easily. And I'm actually gonna do that. So I'm gonna stand in. I'm gonna multi-switch. And then I'm gonna scoop my Acerola actually from my Kartana with the Acerola from play. Somehow I think this. Alright, there we go. I can put another Type Nil on the bench. I'm not gonna Ultra Ball. Maybe I can play that Ultra Ball. I'm actually not gonna do that. I'm just gonna Mind Jack for now. 160. Unfortunately, it's not enough for the knockout, but it's a lot of damage counters. This is 160, so that's a heavy amount of damage counters. There's a Lily for my opponent, so he can draw 4 cards. The reason why I didn't want to go with the Ultra Ball is the fact that I can simply Ultra Ball next turn. Oh, so he decided to add another energy. Okay, there we go. There's the Ultra Ball. I'm definitely gonna need Remoraid on my bench as soon as possible. There's no question about that. So I'm gonna need it desperately. Playing Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball for the Remoraid. Ultra Ball for something like Tapu Lele into the Sycamore for 7. And then simply Sycamore for 7 and then Coco. Alright, that's how it's looking right now. Kartana GX is just gonna be surprise knockout for my opponent, that's for sure. Alright, so let's go. Something like this. And I'm actually gonna grab myself Remoraid. I'm taking a big risk here. Because I'm thinking I'm gonna have luck to draw what I need from my prize card, and what I'm looking for is basically a artillery. Because unfortunately for me, my artillery right now is. Before I go with the special charge, before I go with my Tapu Lily for Sycamore, I'm gonna just recycle the double CORSAIR energy back in, and then apply, of course, into the Sycamore for 7. There we go. So fresh hand of 7. I'm searching for double CORSAIR energy. Well, only double CORSAIR energy can help in this case. If I miss it, that's gonna be horrible. But I managed to find one. All right. Damage spread to all of my opponent Pokemons in play, which is very important. Alright, there we go. And right now it's very important to find out Octillery. And... oh! Okay, that's very, very important to find Octillery so I can Abyssal Hand. Right now my opponent cannot go for the one-hit knock. I'm gonna need 2 more Pokemons at the bench in order to one-hit knock on my Tapu Koko with his Zoroark. There is... okay, there's the Mind Jack Zoroark. I was very afraid. Oh, that's just a single regular grass energy attack. This is not something. This is not something you will really want to see. That's a very bad draw for my opponent. No question about that. And there's a Guzma. So put my Tympnil into front. All right. Let's see what we can find right there. Okay. I guess I'm gonna first play that Fill Blower. Then I'm gonna put my Octillery in play. I guess I can waste one more Guzma, which I'm actually going to do. Right there. Put my Tapu in the front. And I guess I can shuffle my Pokemons back with my Rescue Stretcher into my deck. All 3 of them. There we go. And I can still card with my Octillery Abyssal Hand. So let's see what I can find. It's a Sycamore for the next turn, but very important thing is the Fly Flip at this turn. Next turn I can grab like 3 prize cards and knock out, actually 2 prize cards and knock out 2 of my opponent Rowlets. So he will definitely need those dark possible, or maybe the Decidueyes with the rare candy play, so there's another trade for mine. And one of those 2 Rowlets has been saved, so let's just wait for a moment. One is going to be also saved. However, that's it. So, not the best thing for my opponent right there. I'm gonna go with my Sycamore for 7. Okay. Pretty much nothing. So, okay, I guess I will just play another Fly Flip, but my opponent decided to concede, so let's move on to another. Alright, so we're back with the game number 2, and how start second. And this is pretty promising opening. The Tapu Koko is definitely the best possible start you can get. There's no question about that. With the double CORSAIR energy and Bridget available, that's just insane. On the other side is Booming Thunder for my Cash Energy and the Choice Band, and then Sycamore for 7. Discarding Raichu GX with 1 and Guzma. Alright, seeing 1 Guzma in Discord pile is always good. Oh, but this looks like I didn't find another basic Pokemon for him. This is definitely not something you would like. So, meanwhile, I'm gonna set up with my Bridget. 1 Zorua, 1 Remoraid. Oh, looks like I'm not gonna need that Remoraid. Okay, so let's go with something like this. There we go. I guess the best thing I can do is just Fly Flip mine for like a 20. That's literally all I can do at this moment. Alright, at least I have 2 Tympnils. Next turn I'm gonna Ultra Ball. And oh, so finally he managed to find himself a Bridget. That's fine. But that Bridget, it's definitely good, but plenty of damage counters. dealt with my fly flip, no question about that. Alright, at least he can have the Booming Thunder for 30. Energy to Pikachu, probably. Alright, so I guess we're time to play my Ultra Ball. Another Zorua. I guess I'm gonna put that on the bench as well. Ultra Ball is gonna be for one Silvally-GX. There he is. Alright. Silvally-GX, Silvally, whatever he is called. And then I'm gonna... Let's see what we can find with the Sycamore for 7. Maybe energy or something like that. Yep, there we go. Very important energy. And another GX as well. And more than that, I'm gonna just fly flip. So that fly flip is very powerful, especially to be much more easier to one-hit knock that Raichu for 210 Zoroark regular force with the Mind Jack. But there's the Electrode for my opponent, so he can just use that Bazap Thunder. There we go. I'm gonna take one prize card, and my opponent will have that 2 energies instead of the 1. What he can do in this case? Not. This is like that's 20. Okay, for each. Oh, okay, interesting. I didn't expect to see that. That's the Tapu Koko. Okay, with 170. Can I knock him out with a single shot? Yes, I just need Zoroark. That's all. Not sure why I didn't play my Ultra Ball when I had the chance and opportunity to my Zoroark, but it's okay. There's like 5 Pokemons on my opponent. Okay, I can go for 190 with my Zoroark Mind Jack, so that's gonna be enough. I just need to find that double cores energy, of course. If I miss double cores, it's not gonna be good at all. So let's just hope for the best. Hope for the best. Alright, there is the Choice Band. Smart. As well as a... Alright, taking all in right there. My opponent is a little bit mad, not sure why. For somebody, maybe it's not. Sycamore for 7, so I'm searching for double core energy, and there we go. The top deck card was a double core energy as well as 2. So, can I pick something important from my discard pile? I guess I can't, so let's just go for 190. That's a knockout. There we go. 2 prize cards for me. Maybe there's gonna be artillery, like in the previously game. Decided to put his Raichu in the front. Okay. And Bazap. Alright, there we go. I'm going down to 3 prize cards. And that's the red. Right. And right now my opponent can go for the knockout against my Zoroark because he have exactly 4 energies in play. Okay, I'm going down to 3 cards. As I find something to draw, it's gonna be fine. There is a Fill Blower. Alright, so I lost both Choice Bands. 100. And again, not sure if I have another Tapu Lele available, to be honest. I didn't pay too much attention. But still, I'm gonna Ultra Ball. Yeah, of course I'm gonna Ultra Ball. It's gonna be for something this Guzma and my Pokemon for another Tapu Lele. There we go. So that's the power of Tapu. So that was actually my last Tapu Lele, and it's gonna be for nothing less than Professor Sycamore for 7. So I'm getting back into the game with Sycamore for just a single double cores energy card. And then I can just smash my opponent for 120. And there's a couple. Turbo Drive. Alright. So who's gonna get that energy card? I guess it's gonna be my Silvally-GX. Silvally. Yeah, I guess it's Wally. Silvally. Silvally. Whatever. So down to 3 price cards. All I really need is just to knock on my opponent right through, and then I can just use my GX attack to take a last price card with my Kartana GX. And I can't wait to use that. I hope my opponent will not concede before that actually happens. Who knows? Maybe he'd decide to do that. However, I have Acerola available, which means I can scoop my Pokemon from play, attach double Core's energy. Oh, he decided for the Guzman. Alright, so will that be extra energy acceleration? Looks like it. Extra energy acceleration, so he decided to shoot me for like, in addition to energy attachment. Oh, what a nice top deck. Top deck in this case. This is gonna be Acerola play. And you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Turbo Drive and my opponent will concede, so that's gonna be the final conclusion for the deck. Pretty sweet, it works just like a charm, so my highly advise is to try this deck and see it in the action because it's pretty cool. And as you can see, I managed to deal 430 damage counters in this game. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this deck. So have a nice day till the next time. See you in the next video. So goodbye.